Morning. So, if you live in the United States like I do, things are getting wild, huh? There's all kinds of stuff going on. We got troops in the streets. We got, thugs running around in black vehicles and costumes rounding up brown people, just snatching them right off the street. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, is these thugs that are running around snatching people up off the street. Because many of these people aren't here illegally. They're here legally. They have documentation that says they're supposed to be here. They have court dates for amnesty hearings and all kinds of things. And we know this because ICE is actually going to courthouses and arresting people at courthouses for their hearings. So we know that these people aren't here illegally. That being said, I see a lot of people going out there and trying to get in the way and interfere. And believe me, I support that 100%. But here's the thing. I think it's a bad strategy the way you're doing it, because what I see is you guys are filming, which is awesome, but then you're hassling these thugs and asking them for their badge numbers, their names, any information you can get from them. And they're telling you to fuck off, and if you get close to them, they're going to beat your ass. These are not smart people, okay? These are thugs. And really the only thing they know how to do is if you challenge them, they're going to threaten to beat your ass. So, unless you want to go to jail, there's nothing that you're going to get from them. So ignore them. Don't do anything with them. What you want to do is you want to focus on the victim. If you can, shout to the victim, have the victim give you his name and whatever contact information he can give you about himself. Then take that information and you can use it to call the International Red Cross, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch. These places will all take that information from you, and they will go ahead and start tracking this person and make sure this person isn't disappeared and they're entitled to they get the due process they're entitled to. That's what we should be doing. Focusing on the thugs isn't going to change anything. We need to focus on the victims. We need to help these people, because these people are just like you and me. They're just trying to get by. They're trying to make a life. And the worst part is, we're actually better off than they are, because their lives are lived in hiding, and not even because they're here illegally, just because they don't want to get hassled. And they don't make shit for money, and so they're struggling to get by. But yeah, sure, let's just make their lives worse. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say here mostly, is just document everything and focus on the victim. Don't focus on the ICE agents. It's not going to do any good. They don't care. The government doesn't care. Focus on the victim. And so with that, I guess my rant's about done. If you want, stick around. At the end, I wrote a protest song about illegal immigration. I'm putting it at the end of the video. If you want, stick around and watch. If not, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
I was told this was the land where the tired could stand tall, where every voice could find its place and freedom lived for all. The torch was bright in every storm. The doors were open wide and anyone could chase a dream with nothing left to hide. We raised our hands in crowded halls. We pledged with hope and pride. Believed the words carved into stone could never be denied. A shining light on every hill, a home for all the free, a refuge for the lost and poor, a new life from the sea. But now the boots move in the dark, no names, no rights, no say. The ones we swore to shelter once, we hunt and drag away. The songs of pride still fill the air, but something's not the same. The melody stays sweet and bold, but no one speaks the shame. The doors are closed, the light is low, the torch is growing cold. We traded truth for comfort's lie and silver for our soul. I still believe in what we were, but not in what we are. This ain't the land that lit the flame. We've drifted far too far.